All right, folks, welcome to Sleepyhead Outdoors. This is June 23rd, 2022, and hard to imagine this is my very first hike of the year. Hurt my knee at the end of May, attempted a through hike of the Tuscarora Trail, but after 13 miles, I kind of had to give it up. First time I ever had to bail on a hike, but it's the best thing I did. So it's been 2 weeks and kind of mending it back. I decided to do about 8-9 miles here in Cornplanter State Forest. Why Cornplanter? Weird name, named after a chief, and has a couple loops and different tracks. There's 3 different tracks, 4 loops. Thought I'd give it a go. So through the video, I hope you maybe get enticed by one of them. If not, so what? It's not necessarily backpacking material, although you can backpack the Hunt and Run section. If you're a grandparent, some of them are easy for you there. So choose, enjoy, and I hope you learned something out of this video. Happy trails. God bless. All right, hike number 1, Anders Run Natural Area. Should be about 1.8 mile loop trail here in Cornplanter State Forest. Just to let you know, make sure when you come out of the trail, you turn left and come down Drury and find this location to turn. Curious what you're getting into in the Anders Run. You're going into some really tall and old hemlock trees, old growth forest. And today, not much water in Anders Run. Since I'm making this a loop, I'm staying on what they call the more difficult trail, but I think the only difficulty is because it's a little longer than the easy route. So we're going to turn left. They provide a bench, but it's probably legit. We just came up from there in no time at all, so it was a pretty steep ascent. So that may come in handy if you need it. Okay, what might bring you to Anders Run? This right here is the answer. This is a hemlock. And it is way up there. Who knows how old? Some of them are over 400, I read. That's one big bugger. Now the Anders Run Nature Trail, or whatever you want to call this trail, follows the yellow blazes through the forest. 1.8 miles. Well, folks, I just completed the south side of this trail. Surprisingly, a lot of elevation change in a short amount of time. So when it said more challenging, it definitely was a challenge if you're not in shape for it. So now we'll see what the other side has to offer. When you get to the bridge, come out, turn right, and the trail will be right up here on your left. All right, my final thoughts on this particular hike. If you want to see a lot of hemlocks on a lot wider path, then I would say Heart's Content is your thing, because it's not that far from here. If you want more isolation, I was the first person in 3 days to hike this path. Want a little bit more of a physical challenge, then Anders Run is your choice. I'm not comparing the two because I love both. I hope you enjoyed this one. See you on the next path. Okay, this is at the beginning of the Ingram Track, a nice little picnic area. I have no idea what to expect on this hike. The task at this juncture is to take the Ingram Trail, so turn left. See what we can find. Okay, what the trail's offering is pretty much knee-high grass. I don't know how well that's taping. We have a thing about how the new forest begins. So there's an interpretive sign. But again, most of this, I don't know how well it shows, but just kind of ankle-high grass. And now we finally found some woods, and that'll make this a nicer hike. This one's about renewable forests. The trail goes through, so this is almost like a nature trail. I doubt if you can read that, nor may you not want to. And what's a sleepyhead film without hemlocks? All right, so now we're going to go straight on the short loop trail, which is probably short. But this trail's gotten better once it's gotten away from all the weedy stuff in the beginning. For my backpacking friends who like to grind it out, this is not a hike for you. This is a hike just to capture nature at its best, because where I live, you can't find good hemlocks anymore. They're all destroyed. After a little time at all, you're back on the Ingram Trail. Turn left, and you'll complete a loop. And we have one more placard out here in the woods. Hopefully somebody comes out and reads these things, not just me. Hey folks, when you get to this juncture here, there's a trail that seems to go straight and one that goes to the left. Take the left. There is a blaze on the tree down there. So if you're doing this, there's no markings here, but take a left. Okay, so taking the left meant I did the demo loop trail. So I'm right back on the Ingram and just a couple of 100 yards from a car. Nice loop. I wouldn't go out of the way for it like I did. It's a 4.5, it's over a 4-hour drive for me to get here and probably 4.5 to get to this trail. But it's one day and I could do it. Hope you enjoyed. However, one thing, you may not want to sign the trail register. Not the most pleasant sight in the world to come into. So I was here, and we'll just leave it at that. Okay, the Lakeshore Trail turns to the right. And we're going to head up. Here in the beginning, the Lakeshore Trail is just up and through normal forest walking. You go anywhere. Just walking an old road. Well, they did a good job confusing me. I came up this way. It says trail number 3, whatever that means. It meets me at post 14. I'm going to guess that's 15, so there must be another way up here on this trail. I'm going to follow the post backwards, so see if where it takes me. I'm at post 14. This is at post 11. It talks about a healthy forest. Again, this is just kind of like any trail anywhere. Nothing special at this point, but a walk in the woods is better than a day at work. At least we have an interesting finish to the trail. We're done with the Lakeshore Trail, and we're in this white pine plantation. Now we're going to try to explore the Hunter Run, Jameson, and McCurdy Run trails. All right, to start the Hunter Run trail system, I'm going to start here, which is right across from the entrance to the State Forest headquarters. There's no sign at the road telling you this is Hunter Run road or trail, but gosh darn it, sure looks like a trail to me, and it has the sign, and there's a trail up ahead where you should be coming out. So this is our next trail for several miles. So technically this could be a walk in any state forest. It looks a lot like Allegheny National Forest since we're nearby, but it's pretty easy so far. Well, I made my first cool find in the forest. Like I saw many of these at Oil Creek. All right, turn left on the Jameson Trail up through there. All right, at a junction where you see this rickety down barn or whatever the thing is, make sure you turn right. There is a blaze on the tree over there somewhere. Wow, my one moment in the clouds. So I got a very nice shot up through the trail. We're going to be at the junction of the McCurdy Run Trail and the Jameson Run Trail up ahead. Okay, where we just came from the Jameson, want to cut your hike short, go on the Jameson, but I said it wrong, it's McCafferty, and this is going to be the long haul. McCafferty Run Trail through there. Without a hesitation, with my entire day, McCafferty Run is the best section. Trail's very cleared, open, not any grass sticking up, and it's way out here in the woods. This is hiking at its best now. So McCafferty Run is worth getting out to. Beautiful walk in the woods. Not going to find any waterfalls, not going to find any views on this trail, but you can find some beauty out here. Trail juncture, turn right on this road. If you look real carefully, there's a blaze like tucked in a tree. And so not very well marked. All right folks, this may look like a repeat, but it's not. When I said about walking on this road, you're going to walk on this for over 1.5 miles, and the blazes are placed for snow, cross-country snow skiing and that kind of stuff, so they're They're intermittent, but you just stay on this road. Jameson comes in up here, and now I got to figure out, I think we're just going to go straight across this road and head on back. So how many homes are in there? Okay, we just came from there. Here's one of those cross-cut trails. And we got 4.45 miles to our next crossing, and then we're going to be at the road. Quite a loop. Say about 5 miles in the woods. So to finish your hike and get back to your car, just cross the road right there, and you'll be back to your car in a couple seconds. Happy trails. Thanks for joining me on the 4 loops in Cornplanter State Forest.